What's your perspective and view on gender equality?
Gender equality, in my own perspective,
Yes.
of course, it has to do with responsibility.
Yep.
But then there's a way, there's another path it is taking that is not officially or like responsibility.
Yes.
In their mind, still some ladies still think that this money they are making, since they can also go to work and get some money.
Yes.
So when they work, that's their money.
It's their money.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
That's somehow some ladies think that this is our money. So they have to use it at their own will.
Okay.
You understand? They will not want to spend it like to other things, like maybe if a husband has not got that money for this, still this lady will say, let us wait for your father.
Okay.
You understand? So they will still want that money to keep it for themselves, maybe to use it at their own will.
So there is that concern of the money.
Yeah.
Doreen, what is the thing about the money? Do you think your money should be also part of the gender equality?
I think it depends.
On what?
Because if I've been in a relationship and my money is working and always his money is his money, why would my money be his money?
How does his money be his money?
His money, he can go to work, he will not come back to, let's say he's received salary, so he does not share or tell you ABCD. Always when you ask for something, I'll give you when I get, he does not explain or tell you that, my salary is ABCD, I wish to do ABCD, we save ABCD. So if we are doing so, and whenever you get salary, you're like, this is for rent, this is for the children, the rest I'll use it for ABCD, then we save the rest. If you're doing like that, when I go to work, I'll also come back and tell you, my salary is ABCD, let's do ABCD, we save ABCD. But if you're not showing me what you're saving and what you're handling, I cannot bring my money on table.
Guys, for you, your money is your money. But then you're looking at her money. Yes?
You see, there is that thing. Don't like, my money is my money. The money, when you are a man in the family, according the way me I see it.
Yes.
When you're a man in the family, I think all the responsibility lies on you. Mostly, they will tell you, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have this, school fees, rent, what and what. You understand?
Yes.
Meaning that you have a lot of things to do, and then you ask yourself, if my dear wife is working,
Yes.
why can't she at least help me in some way? If I have not yet got my money, or my salary,
Yes.
then why couldn't she help me somewhere? But they wait for you. They'll tell you this and this and this. At least let it be a surprise. You pay the school fees. By the time the husband thinks of the school fees, because he knows that it is responsibility, you say, I cleared that. How do you think that will be? The man will be very happy. You say, yeah, at least now the gender equality is working somewhere.
Okay.
But every time you ask for rent, you ask for school fees, before even you do it at your own time.
Now, I'm not saying that was wrong or what, but I'm just asking, what if because nowadays it is happening, what if it was the other way around? That she's the one getting more, and she's almost everything, the rent, the fees, and for you you're not as well as she is.
Okay. Also that we talk about that.
Yes.
Yeah. This gender equality also has been a disadvantage to men in some way.
How?
Look at this. Women are more favored than men.
It's called, yes.
Yeah. Even though you go to workplaces, you go to ask for a job and you come with it, there are high chances that you not get a job when a lady is there.
When there's a lady.
Yeah. Of course, these things now in Uganda, it has lost value. When you have papers,
Yes.
it doesn't add up.
Okay.
So their ladies are given those good jobs. You find that a lady is given a very good job, a very good paying job, and then you, a man of the same house,
With experience.
with experience, they'll tell you now this is okay. Maybe you have no job. Maybe you can do this. You understand? And they are
Yes.
paying you less money.
I know, which means they didn't want to send you away. They wanted to get you to do something.
Yeah, they want to. They don't want to show that they have actually pushed you
That
away.
is academic.
Eh?
But according to
No.
your experience and how your papers,
Okay.
that was not the job you are supposed to do.
Now let's talk about that job issue.
Mm.
Eh? There is a position of a manager, general manager. Okay.
Yeah.
They call in for the applications. They come. Now, when they come in, the company policies give priorities to the lady to be in the top position for that. Okay, it doesn't, but that's what they choose. Now she goes and they choose her, and the position is one. Now when you come and they've chosen the one, that means you can't be two general managers at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. You can't be too.
And when they give you this other position they have given you to serve, you've spoken of, they give you penny, not the same. Now, if they have given you, for example, the big companies that have a general manager, then they give you executive director, then what? These positions don't earn the same. The salaries are not the same. Now, why again, if they have given you to be the executive director, why should you get the same salary as the general manager?
Okay, that is true, but we are looking at the bigger picture.
Uh-huh.
We are looking at the bigger picture, whereby now, recently, men are being wiped out. You know, they are being now lowered. Actually, should I say lowered?
Yes.
They are being lowered. You understand? And you know, ladies, you know why we like. Let me bring it this way: like, you can't marry of the lady of the same age with you because of their thinking capacity. It is high. So, so now, if they bring you, and if like your lady is more in that thing,
Yes.
and you in a big picture, like in the bigger picture, like what they'll say in every institution, in every ward, even the government, even university ward, ladies are being favored more. So
Yes.
as men, the more we are being wiped out and being lowered, these ladies are going to start becoming fathers.
We already.
They
They will say, I no longer need a man. A man for what? I earn my money. As long as I get my kids, what's the issue? You understand?
Yes.
So, as men, even the value that we had, the little one, we are being removed from it. They will take, that's the truth. If a woman has money, what will you say? She will have the ownership of the home. She will tell you, this is this, this is this. You understand? Even the respect reduces.
So, you mean there is a problem with gender equality regarding that issue?
Yeah. You know, money.
It's actually now more than the money.
Yeah, it's
There
more
is
than
a
the money.
positioning of selections now.
The moment
money.
she earns more than you, some ladies will say,
Actually,
now, this is what I want.
when you bring in earning more than you, now it has gone deep in the family home. You can it's becoming an issue.
Yeah.
But now, those are the reasons why we are discussing it. We have to handle that. Fine, the women, in whichever way. I don't like saying the women, but most cases the thing is, let's refer your wife, you're the husband. How can that situation be managed? No, is that easy to accept, like Doreen says?
You can accept.
Don't accept when you're falling. No.
The thing is, you can accept that the lady now is earning more than you. Understand? But then let us
cut you short. That's not even accepting. No, either you accept or you don't accept. If she's earning more than you, she is that.
But
so
then,
just to remain.
okay, it has to be there. But then they should at least they should leave that respect there. That this is a man. You understand? But you know, all families have some issues somewhere, somehow.
Yes.
But you have to resolve them. But there are factors that will lead to Like even they will say, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to do this, because she thinks now she has the power. She has the power to say, this is it. If you don't say this, we have nothing
No
to talk about.
connection there.
Yeah, don't. You see that perspective in the family now. The man says, now what can I do? There's nothing.
This is the problem. That is what it is.
Now,
And it is breaking off these people.
yeah, the only reason that is making people break or lose it is when it's going back to the upbringing. Men are told that they are always superior and they have to be superior. The other problem is bakifuniramu bufunizi ntondo ky'omukazi bw'afuna ssente zifuuka ntondo. So singa bwe kibeera nga tofunye entondo, you come closer n'omugamba, honey, you're earning more than I do. Okimanyi? She says yes. Kikakati mweno sector nze nja kuteekawo 5, kuteekawo akakadde. It can work, but these guys get entondo. Since she's earning more than me, she should pay school fees. She's earning more than me, she should pay rent. She's earning, she should even buy the children's clothes. Why should I waste my money? She's earning. After all, what is her money for? It becomes a task that you should. But when you talk about these issues, you might find out that I will even spend all of my money when you don't ask. But when you command, and it is very money, it becomes another case.
But the thing is, like you have said, the earning lady is not listening to him. He now feels she's on top. And actually, that means the communication is not...
The communication is less. That is where I told you that they feel undermined if you're not brushing shoes, if you're not preparing socks, if you're not ironing clothes. That is when they say you're undermining.
No, he, especially him.
Not
but
so?
to his point, when he said, what was the thing about, actually, he did bring in the things of responsibilities of a woman. He focused so much of the responsibilities of the man.
When we get money
Your
and we
money-
are earning
your
more,
money
it
is your
becomes my
money.
money. Then I
Ladies'
explain
money.
that it becomes my money according to the way we are handling ourselves. You know, men, when you're not, some men when they are earning, it's like they are presidents of the whole world. You will have to kneel, please. I need this. Wait, maybe next month. I don't have plans for that. So you earn a lot to work. When you go to work and you receive your own money, so you feel like, oh my God, this is revival for me.
Let me ask you on that point. Doreen, do you, okay, like you said, you'll get the money and when you ask for this and this, then you say not now. Do you think it's possible, because me is thinking gender equality is shared responsibilities. Do you think it is possible for him to come and say, oh, you know, honey, my shoes have got a hole down. Will you say, here is going to buy new shoes?
I don't even have to give him money. I just go to the market and just he finds new shoes.
Yes, ladies like those do it. But, okay, I wanted to bring in the aspect that, can the man ask you for your money to help himself?
I can, if he's been helping me very well.
There's the condition of
Yes.
Exactly.
Because
There is
if
the
we
if.
have an understanding and we are moving on the same page, why shouldn't I? But if we are not moving on the same page, why should I?
Now that's where the challenge is, because he said he gets the money, his fees, rent, all this and this. So he brought in that, but when the woman is getting this and then she says, Now when you bring in the if, it gets to top up what he was saying. There is an if, a condition on.
The if comes in. For me, what I've seen with men, when they are paying rent, they think they are helping you. They are helping the woman. When they're paying school fees for the child, it is his child, but he thinks he's helping the woman. I'm helping you. I'm paying for your children's school fees, and they yours. I have my needs as a person. So if I know that my husband is earning, like let's say he's on a job, I know his money. I know when he was getting a job, he got excited. He told me, honey, they're going to pay me 1,000,000 shillings. Wala la 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 la. So I know at the back of my mind.
Yes.
So he comes in, he pays rent at 100. School fees 100. Then feeding, he gives me like over 100.
And
Then I look at the
70%,
other money and I'm like,
70%
but I need
is
a new
running count.
dress. Mm.
Okay.
And I come to him, I'm like, please, can you buy me a dress? Then he'll be like, I pay for your children's school fees. Now why are you asking for money? I don't have money. So he's not putting the other money on table, but
Yeah.
when I go to work, he wants me to put my money
Your
on
man
table.
on the table.
That is the problem.
Is that
Actually, that's not what I'm talking about. Now, you see what you have told me that you pay the rent, you pay the school fees, then you pay the what. You see, when you start working, there are things that I expect to change. Yeah? There are things that I no longer expect to be asked for. There are things that I expect to be done automatically. You understand? But unfortunately, that is not there. When these ladies go to work and get that money, they still expect you to do what you have been doing. You have been paying the rent, yeah, you should pay it. You've been doing this, and the rent, it's not like I'm helping you. You see, when you start working, when I pay rent, meaning it's for all of us, the kids, the rent is for all of us. I'm not helping you. Because if I wanted to help you, I would help you from your home or from your mother's home. I will not bring you to my home. The moment you come into my home, now this is my responsibility. You understand? But when they bring in the gender equality, it is our responsibility. Meaning that if this month I have not paid, doesn't mean that rent should not be paid. Right? You should ask me, baby, what happened, honey? Then you hope. If you see that because there are delays, you can work for 6 months and they have not paid you.
yes?
But you find a way of forging life.
Hey.
You do this so that you can keep the machine running. You keep the home running. They want the money for food. The kids get sick, what and what. You understand? But all those things still, they look at the man still, even though the lady is working. They'll still look at you. Even though they get something, a problem at home, they'll call, Mukwano, oli watufunye kino na kino. You see that when they are going back to their homes or to visit their mothers, which is very good, they will still ask for you.
Now, okay.
Goes back to that.
Now, so far it has based so much on the social factor, home and the money.
You know, let me bring this up. You know, when the home is distorted or we have problems or issues at home,
Yes.
there's no government that can go outside home. You understand? And when even these kids, and you see, this gender equality also has brought a very huge problem, I think, of kids not being brought up well. Because now, these days, the time is limited. As long as the baby can feed, the mother will leave the baby at home with the maid, and it goes to work. You understand? So this baby grows up with that. There's no the bringing, yeah.
No,
The growing up, the way you teach the kid this should be done. The mother is no longer there.
I want to ask, basing on the, okay, we're concentrating. We're not going to go into the job and what they do, everything. Let's just concentrate around the home issue. Especially anything, I won't say the man alone, but everything. As we guys, what would be the preferable way gender equality should be treated by both of you, the wife and the husband? How would you prefer it to be? So that, yes, we are at gender balance. Basing on whatever we've spoken, on all that we've said, yes, we're going to hear from us, the guys, we're going to hear from Doreen, and then we move.
Me, I'll take his point of understanding. I think we need to, the man and the wife should sit down
Yes.
and talk about it. If these are the things that we spend on money every day, according to your earning and according to my earning, how should we go about this?
Okay.
Yeah, you find a way of sharing the responsibility.
Oh, all right. Guys, how would you love home to be? Things between you and your wife to be for gender balance, for gender equality.
A woman or a man can ask a woman, or can tell a woman, "Wechigani, again, yamba kolero."
Okay.
Si mu bubi.
Yeah, because of Gambia, you musabe.
Tegeera.
Yeah.
Kubanga obuvunaanyizibwa bwange, it's my responsibility to help, you get. So bwekiba kiganye, I can ask you, we can sit down and we talk. Whether kiganye, asente kaze katini. So if you're working, at least today you can pay the rent. Next month I will go on with my duties.
For me, what I would do,
Yes.
I would help out and do the necessary. Bwe tuba tulaba nga omulimu ddala gufuuse ekizibu gwe guganya okuleeta ssente, then we would think of ways of creating another way of earning. That is what I would do.
Okay. Mbadde awo nga neetegereza ky'ogambye nti singa muba mulabye nti omulimu gwe gufuuse obuzibu, naye ate point tugambye nti earning yeri constant. So already mumanyi nti omulimu guli awo bwe gutyo.
Tegutambula.
Kati ogamba area solution nga terimu nti nga mulabye kubanga you already know.
We already know, so we look for another thing that can increase our income.
Okay. Actually, yes, he's saying that his income.
Yeah, the solution is his.
Yeah.
Because now the lady is seeing that now it is a problem. Because you know, when a man you fail even to do a single thing in the home, it will bring a question mark somewhere.
I was actually about to ask because, like we've said, now we're discussing the issues with the money. Doreen has not said, okay, I'll top up the 40%. She has said they look for a solution to the job.
Meaning that now you see the protective mind.
Yes.
She doesn't want to enter in his court. You understand? What is wrong with your court? Because now you have to look after my court. What is wrong with your court? You understand? Should not say, okay, let me do this. Let me do this. You understand? But you see that protective mind. She's saying, we look for a solution to your problem. You understand that? You understand that?
Say
You
Okay,
said
yeah.
to buy income.
We.
Okay.
But she
Okay.
said you get
Okay.
together and look for a
Okay.
solution.
But just know that will signal something. The moment the flow tries to break up, they will say, this guy used to do this and this and this. And you know how men always look for money. Buli wamu ononyawo olaba ng'ofuna. Naye kasita okendeezaamuko katono, they will say, sente ziragawa. Sente ziragawa. For the first month it will be okay. The second month okay. The third month then they will start balina okunoonyerezaako even though noba okoze ekitu kino kyo baaze badde ngamba nti tulekeraawo kwetunuulira kati ndoza wetuba nga gender balance nga webagyogera, let it be gender balance. Nti if there is shared responsibility, let it be that. Tugambe nti these are the fields, tukole bwe tuti. Naye if we say we wait upon if the man the thing refuses, then you should. Okitegeera nze ndaba tibatekikola gender balance batekoze. Kyobola abasajja bangi kati mu family badduka bakugobayo n'oba toyagala vaayo.
Ewagobayo baba bakuyambye oba.
Baati bakuyambye. Kwate olaba
bakuyambye kwanga bw'osigalamu nga you're not well,
kitegeeza nti
it will be a problem.
kitegeeza nti mu family yange twajjamu in conditions. Twagenda okukola family nga ya conditions, which is not true. Bw'obanga omube mu family yange kitegeeza oba onsumbye psychological oba omazeemu oba ondagaze nga atasobola talina kyensobola, okitegeera. Kitegeeza nti family yange ginje twacreatingawo ate kati enemy wange asooka mba nabeera ntya mu nsi ng'ewange ongobyewo baba kumenyemenya okitegeeza obwenda kudda mbuto okutandika kuzimba kintu ate kyobadde olwedde wazimba kiba kimenya kyoba abasajja abafa mangu ennaku zino okusinga abakazi. abasajja mutola abasajja bafa bayitawo istwiki balekawo abakazi bo nga basigalawo kyekyo stress ebeera nyingi olwobeera nga olina stress nyingi ng'olaba tolina kuyamba nga gwe kasigalidde otandika omumenyeka munda nga ne kungulu tonnaba bagenda okugwa mu family mugamba angene siberewa street.
So we need to, I think that one calls for some empowerment to men in one way regarding situations of that kind.
Kyebadde ngambe if it is gender balance, please let it be gender balance. If it is shared responsibility, let it be that.
Okay. During your last remarks regarding the whole issue, in like 1 minute or two.
My last remarks should be that we should train boys more about women, how to love them, how to be with them, how to understand them. Because in our culture, we girls are always trained like nothing. In school, at home, everybody, a girl should not do ABCD, a girl should not do ABCD, but boys are not trained. They are not given that attention that we are given. Sometimes, most cases, there are few men who would understand marriage and take it to the next level and struggle and fight for a marriage to work. But there are more women who have struggled and who have done everything for a marriage to work. So that is a challenge that we have, that men, let me say kale abasajja abasinga, not all of them, but most men, they are like tourists.
Marriage tours.
Yeah. They just tour around.
Yeah, and somebody said they are in most cases not satisfied. I bring
so they
the
just
point.
tour around. Yet women are always into something. There are some women who are just there, yes I believe, but there are women who are just there. Ngayagamba, however much it will fail, however much it's going to break me, I'm going to make it work. Then it goes back to what I said, that we should educate boys too about love and how to handle relationships whenever they are. They should not feel superior. They should not be like, me, I don't brush shoes, me, I don't iron clothes, me, I don't cook, things like that. If you're calling for gender balance, you should be ready to cook, you should be ready to iron. If you want my money on the table, please help me in the cooking, because after all, we are sharing responsibility. So if I fail, you do. You fail, I do.
I'm looking at these guys when you spoke of it. You man on the hard table. But okay, look, I didn't want the microphone to go back there, but you know what, yes. I hope this is what you have not picked, that you're going to be paid for cooking.
No.
Okay, but the thing is, this is what makes this whole thing. Understanding the whole issue of gender equality. Like you said, we just need to understand it, be empowered. We've grown up knowing that men, everything was said is what it is. So we've gone overboard, and that's where we are. We're in the clouds. Now we need to step back and get to understand. If you're to continue with Doreen, you need to be understanding how to handle her. Actually, now she says you don't know how to love. You should be taught how to love. You should be taught how to treat her. That's the thing.
You see, if the way she said that some men are tourists, actually this thing, I think we should see it this way. It is both sides. You will find men who are very serious, and you will find ladies who are very serious.
Yes.
But it is very unfortunate in this world, what you want is not what you get always. The world gives you what you deserve. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you may be very serious,
And they bring you something not serious.
actually you will suffer. So that's the thing.
Okay.
Tourists are this side and tourists are the other side. So it is very hard for you to know really this is the person.
Right.
It's very serious. Because if you, and you know God is so grateful. You say that if you only put the serious guys this side, then who will those guys who are not serious?
They will need somebody serious.
So that's why you have to mix up. Then you have to fight. Maybe the other one is not fighting. The other person is fighting. The other one is not fighting. So that maybe you get to learn from each other.
All right. So, unfortunately, time has just caught us up. But yeah, we would have continued there. Maybe we can organize and come back. We make it like in a series, because there is more a lot. We've just spoken. Actually, we just bumped into to bust up the whole thing of gender, and you see how it has, grown up. Which means, if we went ahead, we would get to somewhere, and we would find the balance in everything. And as I've discussed, and that I would have brought to Doreen. Next time, I think maybe if we can meet, you should get us some more ladies that you can. Then we discuss. The thing is, now, just some of you ladies that have got the chance of the empowerment, you're understanding the whole thing of gender equality and empowerment. But when you go down in the communities, me, I look at the girls, so many of them, and I'm like, this one has no idea of whatsoever is to do with gender balancing and what. So they have a different perspective. Actually, for them, they're still in the traditional mind. They don't care about your gender balance, what and all that. No. But yet, for the boys, like the way they were saying, it is something which is already in their mind and negatively. That's where we started. For them, the gender balance issue is negative in their mind. So we need to go. We need to get to the ground in the communities, and we find ways.
It is why we take it negatively. It is starting from down everywhere. It is negative for us.
Actually, you yourself, you started from up on top.
Yeah.
The offices are filled by ladies.